How can you write an algebraic expression? Let's look at an example. Darius bought some comic books. How can you write an algebraic expression to represent the total cost of the comic books? What information is missing? The exact number of comic books Darius bought. Use a variable to write an algebraic expression. A variable is a letter or symbol that represents an unknown quantity. Let n equal the number of comic books. Each comic book costs $4. How does the table model the problem? The table shows the operation and factor used to find the total cost for any number of comic books. What does 4 times n represent? The cost of n comic books. An algebraic equation is a type of math expression that has at least one variable and at least one operation. The total cost of n comic books can be represented by the algebraic expression 4 times n. What numerical expression shows the cost of 3 comic books?
Select your answer.
4 times 3. How is an algebraic expression like a numerical expression? Both have quantities connected by math operations. How is it different? Algebraic expressions use variables to represent unknown quantities. Numerical expressions do not have variables. All the information is known. You can also use a solid dot, parentheses, or no symbol at all to write the expression 4 times n.
4 times n, 4 times n, 4n, or 4n are all ways to write the same expression.
Darius's sister Raquel bought M mystery books for $6.50 each. Show 3 ways to write an algebraic expression that represents the total cost of the mystery books.
We know from the example that the variables represent unknowns. So we don't know how many books or mystery books that Raquel bought, but we know that they were $6.50 each. So they're asking us to show 3 ways to write the algebraic expression. One way, if we bought or she bought however many books, we know that they had to be multiplied by $6.50 because each book costs that much. So each time we would have to repeatedly add $6.50, and we know repeated addition is multiplication. So we can write it as M times $6.50. We could also write it as $6.50 with an M attached. We can also write it as $6.50 parentheses M, or M parentheses $6.50. Either way, that all tells us that we're multiplying the variable and the $6.50.
An algebraic expression uses variables and operations to represent a situation. How can you write an algebraic expression to represent a given situation? How can you write a situation to fit an algebraic expression? Part A. 5 minutes more than time, T. Part B. 10 erasers decreased by a number, N. Part C. N nectarines shared equally by 3. Part D. A bicycle rental agency charges $5 for a helmet, plus $4.60 per hour for a bicycle.
We learned in elementary school some of these words that are mentioned in these situations. So A, more than, is in bold. We learned that more than tells us to add, so that would be addition. And then B in bold is decreased by. So we know that if we're decreasing, we're making it smaller, so subtraction will be best here. And for C, the nectarines are shared equally, and so we know equal groups, when you're sharing, those are equal groups. We know we learned that as division. And last but not least, D, a bicycle rental agency charges $5 for the helmet plus $4.60 per hour. So the per hour we know is multiplying, because that's again repeated addition. Every hour they're adding another $4.60, and repeated addition is multiplication. But this problem has another operation. This is a multi-operation problem, and so we know plus is also addition. And so that is the operations for each of the situations. And this is what they're showing us here is the algebraic expressions. Now that we decided what operation to be used, here are the expressions. So 5 minutes more than time is t plus 5, and it's very important here to notice that the t is in front. Even though the situation starts with 5 minutes more, t is in front because it's 5 minutes more than whatever t represents. So that plus 5 goes after the t. For B, it says 10 erasers decreased by a number of 10. The 10 comes first, and then you take away however many number of those erasers. C, the shared equally, we know as division. They have it written in two ways. The nectarines is the object or fruit we're sharing, so that goes first, and then we're dividing that by 3. Let's say 3 friends. So 3 friends are sharing the nectarines, so it's divided by 3, and you can write it that way, or you can put it as a fraction, and I've talked a lot about that. Fractions also represent division. D, $5 for a helmet plus the $4.60 per hour. So we have 5 plus $4.60 times B, and here they decided to put the variable and the $4.60 together to represent the multiplying of those two numbers.
Part A. Write an algebraic expression that represents 8 minus the quantity b divided by 6.
Okay, so let's say 8 minus the quantity b divided by 6. So there are multiple operations here. So first, let's identify those operations. First keyword is minus. The next would be divided. So we know that we have those two operations. So we have 8 minus the quantity of b divided by 6. B divided by 6 minus 8. And the reason it is b divided by 6 first before the minus 8 is because it says 8 minus the quantity b divided by 6. So whatever b divided by 6 is equal to, then we take away the 8. So it's 8 minus whatever that number is. So that's why it's written in that order. And order does matter. If you write the expression in the wrong order, it could change the whole dynamic of the expression and its value.
Part B. Write a situation that can be represented by 2 5/10 times x minus 15.
Okay, so for this one, they want us to write a situation or like a word problem. Okay, so 2.5 or 2 and 5/10 times x minus 15. Let's see. Let's think about a situation. I think I have a situation. I'm going to use text. Okay. A lemonade stand charges $2.50 per drink, and it costs $15 to cover the expenses or materials for the stand. Now in this situation, it shows the $2.50 per drink, so the per drink is the X, and shows multiplying it, and then the cost to cover expenses. So when you run a business, there's money that has to go out or you have to spend to run that business, and for this stand they have to spend $15 to keep their stand going. So that's a situation, and again, this is just one situation. You can come up with multiple situations.
Each part of an expression that is separated by a plus sign or a minus sign is called a term. How many terms does the expression 12r plus r divided by 2 minus 19 have? Describe the parts of the expression. The expression has 3 terms. The terms are 12r, r divided by 2, and 19. Notice that the terms do not include the plus sign or the minus sign. The first term, 12r, is a product of 2 factors. A coefficient is the number that is multiplied by a variable. 12 is the coefficient of r. The second term is written as a fraction. It represents the quotient of r divided by 2. Remember that a fraction bar also means divide. The term 19 is a constant numerical value. The 3 terms of this expression include a product, a quotient, and a constant value.
How many terms does the expression r divided by 9 plus 5 and 5/10 have? Explain.
This expression, as based on the example, has, let's see, we have r, we have 9, and we have 5 and 5/10. Those are 3 different terms. So r is our variable. R is the variable, and then we have the 9, which is going to represent just the number, right? That's our number. And then we have the 5 and 5/10, which is another number or value, or term, as like they like to use it. And that's it. There's 3. And you know that because each term is separated by an operation. That's how you know when you get to a different term.